You're watching Duct Tape and Popsicle Sticks with Mike and Maria Keiser. Because sometimes you feel like your business is being held together by duct tape and popsicle sticks. On this show, you're not going to hear the latest business fad. You're going to get useful information that you can apply to your own business right now.
Hello and thanks for watching another spine-tingling episode of Duct Tape and Popsicle Sticks. I'm Mike Keiser, along with a woman who thinks that Satan speaks to her through Britney Spears songs, Maria Keiser. How are you? Good.
Wow.
I'm glad to hear it. Nice to see you again. It's a little creepy, folks, but you know, these are the things you learn to live with when Maria Keiser is your partner in life and business. But anyway, I digress. Everybody, thanks a million as usual for being here. We love having you along. Everything you need to know about how to get to our other videos, our podcasts, our website, any of that jazz is right below in the show notes. But first and foremost, we appreciate you being here. We recently did shows about both search engine optimization and search engine marketing. And even though the show's only like 4 minutes long, there are a million more things that that we could say about it, but still a big thing that comes up is, what's the difference?
Well, let's pretend for 1 second that somebody didn't watch that show and they don't know what search engine marketing is.
Okay, all right, perfect. That's a great question.
I know it's hard to believe, but let's pretend.
You might have missed an episode. It's also known as AdWords, pay-per-click, paid ads. So you might have heard it in that phrasing too. Mm-hmm. And some people say, well, aren't they both just to get you, to the top of Google, right?
Yes.
They're to get you number one.
Right.
But there are some differences that we wanted to explain. SEO is essential, we believe, in getting you visibility on the internet. A really good web designer we know said he believes that any business's biggest problem they have from a marketing standpoint is they are invisible on the internet, which I believe is true. So SEO will help you be more visible. But beyond that, let's spend 2 or 3 minutes kind of breaking this down a little bit more so it's easier for people to grasp when they're wondering what the heck when do I need one or the other. So where do you want to begin?
Well, I mean, I guess if we want to look at the two, they will both help you accomplish the same result. But think of it as you're hungry, so you can go to McDonald's, you can get a meal and eat it within 5 minutes. Or you can go to the grocery store and buy the ingredients, go home, make a recipe, cook it, and then eat it. I would say that's probably the best way to look at what the two differences, right? They'll both fill your belly, but one is going to take longer than the other. So SEO is the go to the grocery store, buy the ingredients, go home, cook the food. So it's work behind the scenes to put in the right keywords, to put in the right links, to put in to
have your website structured the right way.
To structure everything so when somebody searches something, they will find you, and that would be considered an organic search.
Right, to have content like blogs, videos, anything that like you're saying that's all going to be things that Google uses. I keep saying Google, there are other search engines, but Google uses all these algorithms and analytics to decide who they're pushing up toward the top.
So when people type in phrases, Google says, okay, what is the best match for that phrase? So that organic search to the top is your SEO.
And it can take a long time.
It can take a long time, but it will still get you to the top. Search engine marketing, AdWords, pay-per-click, all that other stuff is when you pay Google or another search engine money to advertise, so when somebody searches that phrase, you are automatically at the top. So
well, you might say, well, then why don't I just want to do that instead?
Right. And it seems like, well, it's the quickest way to get there. However, once you stop paying for that, you don't stay there. So you're always having to pay money to stay at the top of Google. And for some, that's fine.
Totally worth it.
And it's totally worth it. For others, they might say, wow, that's going to take a big chunk out of my pocketbook. So what we would recommend is you create a strategy using a little bit of both. If you have some money to put into ads, that's great, and it could certainly fill that void while you're working your way up to the top.
So may I just use like an
Sure.
analogy or an example?
Sure.
So let's say you're doing a bunch of search engine optimization. You know, you've paid somebody to do SEO. It's working. You're showing up on page one with a bunch of different phrases. But now you have some event you want people to go to, or you have a sale. You have a special offering. You have something that you would like lots of people to know about right now,
Yeah.
and that are motivated for that particular thing right now. And that would be a time we'd say absolutely AdWords,
Right.
paid search
Right.
is going to be a great tool.
Right. And with both tools, we also recommend hiring a professional to help you do this. Now with SEO, you can play around. It's not expensive in that you're not going to be spending a lot of money, but you might be spending a lot of time, and you might
Yep.
not fully understand what you're doing. So in both cases, we do recommend hiring a professional.
It's very worth the money,
Yeah.
just like going to a dentist versus pulling your own teeth
Right.
out. You know, it's just, it's very well worth it.
Yeah.
We're just hoping to give you a little bit of clarification and understanding of what it all means.
Right, but for those of you that want to be on the first page of Google, in the #1 spot, there are two ways to get there. One is quick, but it doesn't last forever. The other one takes a little longer to get there, but the good news is because it took longer to get there, it doesn't require your constant attention once you have a foothold there. It
Yeah.
will, the lasting effects will stay with you, so it's not it's something you have to do all the time.
Right, and I guess one final thought to blow your mind with is that search engine marketing can be a great augmentation to already high-functioning search engine optimization. They can play off each other very, very well. But
Right.
we can, if anybody has more questions about how that all works, please feel free to contact us.
Sure.
We'll be happy to talk to you.
So
I think that's about
I
it.
think that's it.
All right, we really appreciate you taking time out of your valuable day to hang with us, and hope you took something away that you can apply to your business. As usual, you've been watching Duct Tape and Popsicle Sticks, where we make your business better just a few minutes at a time.
Ciao for now.
You're watching Duct Tape and Popsicle Sticks with Mike and Maria Keiser.